Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. My name is Brian. I'll be hanging out with you doing some Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs, and we're doing the Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs Energizer Hour, where we go through the leaderboards and show off the different tiers from Bronze to Chomp Champ and the local United States Eastern and Global divisions, especially because we are here at the end of Season 1, so it's important to give the legacy of these people one more last hurrah before they are pushed off into a refreshed leaderboard. So here we are coming in at the beginning, and we'll start off with Bronze. Alright, as we normally do, we'll pull up the shield here. That way you are surprised. Alright guys, we don't have too much longer. I mean, it's literally going to be about 2 more days, a little bit over 2 days before you will not see these names on here again, because some of these people may have been players that played one time only, played through the push, may not be aware that the seasons are refreshing, any of that type of stuff, you know, and it'll really be cool because to me that'll get rid of all the people that were just like fly-by-night people that played maybe just passively during the free weekend that they just had on Xbox, stuff like that, and kind of get us down to just the people that are truly competing in the scene and stuff, and you know, semi-casuals. To me, there really isn't a lot of casual in this game because you had to purchase it at a price point. You know, wasn't free and you know, pay to win or any of that. You actually had to buy it retail. So, with that being said, we're going to go into the top 20 of the local United States Eastern Division Bronze tier. Top 20 Bronze tier. Number 20 is Smiley Gold with 13-5 and a 726. Number 19, Splatoon Savage with 11-0 and a 727. Number 18, Ghost ND416 with a 16-0 and a 728. Number 17, Quint 7794 with a 17-1 and a 729. Number 16, RJ337 with a 27-2 and a 731. Number 15, Quake Kick 53 with a 45-2 and a 731. Number 14, Wicked Crazy Mo with a 13-0 and a 733. Number 13, Deuteromos with a 13-1 and a 733. Number 12, Dark Josh with a 14-1 and a 734. Number 11, Tricks Are for Drunk with an 11-0 and a 735. Number 10, Man of Steel with a 10-0 and a 736. Number 9, Junkhead 239 with a 16-0 and a 736. Number 8, Jacob 1510 with an 11-0 and a 736. Number 7, Kitten with an 11-0 and a 737. Number 6, Nick with a 13-1 and a 740. Number 5, Skull Sinister with a 11-0 and a 744. Number 4 is RT with a 10-0 and a 746. Number 3 is Blue Dolphin 05 with a 15-0 and a 746. Number 2 and number 1, which is interchangeably, it's number 1, is Unsafe, Moosey, and Neskill with both 12-0 and 749. Moving on to the global division, very small differences there. There's a couple people that compete in different divisions. That's the reason why we do both of them. Depending on what division is your local division and then your global division, you may see a lot of differences. It seems like there's a lot of people that compete in the local United States Eastern Division that are also competitive to the degree where they rank high in the global division as well. So. I just figured I'd explain it to you. Number 20 in the global bronze tier, Quake Kick 53 with a 45-2 and a 731. Number 19, Wicked Crazy Mo with a 13-0 and a 733. Number 18, Deuteromos with a 13-1 and a 733. Number 17, Dark Josh with a 14-1 and a 734. Number 16, Tricks Are for Drunk with a 11-0 and a 735. Number 15, Man of Steel with a 10-0 and a 736. Number 14, Junkhead 239 with a 16-0 and a 736. Number 13, Jacob 1510 with an 11-0 and a 736. Number 12, Kitten with an 11-0 and a 737. Number 11, Nick with a 13-1 and a 740. Number 10, Alan Norris, 1997 with a 13-0 and a 743. That's somebody that's international somewhere. I think number 10, Skull Sinister with an 11-0 and a 744. Number 9, Matthias Haight. I might be off by one. With an 11-0 and a 745. Number 8, RT with a 10-0 and a 746. 7 is Bunny. No, 7 is RT. 6 is Bunny YLDRM. That name always trips me up with a 13-1 and a 746. 5 is Blue Dolphin 05 with a 15-1 and a 746. Number 4 is Kryptonite 97 with an 11-0 and a 747. Number 3 is El Muno 360 with a 11-0 and a 747. Number 2 and number 1 still on the bronze tier, globally, as well as Nezkill and Unsafe Moosey with a 12-0 and a 749. Also, like I was explaining before, some of these people I think locked themselves in when they saw they were on the splash screen and then just decided they were going to stop, because by staying stagnant on that splash screen, you have to have specific games won in a specific way to generate a 749 or a 747, and it's very hard to do so in a way where they knew that they were just going to be locked up there, so that they would get the glory of somebody flipping that page and always seeing their name. So they decided not to push anymore. These people will be wiped off the board in a couple days. All of these boards will be up for grabs, and when we're doing the show every day for an hour and calling you guys out, there'll be room for people to move and room for people to get the glory, and it'll be more killer, less filler of people that just did it once for whatever reason and stopped, or wasn't their cup of tea or whatever. So, but that was the bronze tier. It's very little movement, but like over the last week even, Nick came out of nowhere, Junkhead 239, Dark Josh. Like, there's names here even on the smallest tier where they're new players, Sprout, Juan LML. Like, people, because I've seen this boards move for the last couple weeks, it's cool to see that some of these players are new players, so if they were interested here at the end, hopefully now they'll be more motivated to know that they can compete from the bottom with everybody else in a couple days. So that's really what we're doing, is just kind of give some recognition to these tiers now before they are wiped within, it's a little bit over 48 hours where all this board is going to be nobody's going to know about it except for what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So definitely before the board gets wiped, I'm sure at the end of a marathon session before it happens, I'm going to make sure that I scroll through and at least scroll through one more time and slowly scroll through, so there'll be at least one more video of all of the placement of everybody one more time before it wipes and stuff like that. Like, we've had this full season, guys. Besides, if you were early access, the Vid-Bits have covered every bit of Season 1 of Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs from May 9th, when I got off of work, to now. Every day, I've logged in and at least played a ranked game, but when I got the championship locked down at around 4,000 wins on July 4th, I feel like I could just let it go. I felt like I was statistically, mathematically impossible for anybody to beat it, and it is. So now, for sure, I can lock in on just dialing in on giving these people the rank, the glory of where they've landed in the leaderboards, and hopefully encourage people to compete more next season, which starts in a couple days. So, as your undeclared but pretty damn sure Season 1 champion, we're rocking it out here only as we can. So, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's a new name. See, that's why I do this. There's a new name now on the silver board that somebody's worked their way up. And even if they just passively saw a stream, and I'd love to think that's because they saw a stream and they passively decided they were going to do it, or somebody just told them that there's a chance that they can just get their name in the top 20, and this guy's going to call you out and give you some credit for being an awesome gamer, because that's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. Number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division in the silver tier, a new name, FaceTime Ops, with a 32-7 and a 1447. I'm assuming if they're playing now and they're enjoying it thus far to play that many games, that maybe they're a new face that we're going to see here in a couple days on one of these leaderboards in a more prominent fashion. So awesome, FaceTime Ops, good to see you. Number 20 position. Number 19 is Evil Zelda 1 with a 37-3 and a 1449. Number 18, Cesar Nelton 90 with a 33-5 and a 1450. They lost their last game that they played with that -23, so maybe that's what's been discouraging them from, getting back into the groove or whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Number 17 is Maniac with a 22-2 and a 1451. Number 16, Rick Split. That's a newer name. I mean, I've only seen him for the last couple days, so that was a new name that came up here. 16 in the silver tier, local United States Eastern Divisions. Rick Split with a 33-0 with a 1452. Number 15 is Poncho Smash with a 25-0 and a 1452 as well. Number 14 is Ben with a 21-0 and a 1452. Number 13, GNR Fan with a 27-1 and a 1454. Number 12 is Face 11180 with a 28-1 and a 1455. Number 11 is Last Resort 19 with a loss in their last match with a 1458 with their rating at 30-2, with that last match being their second loss. Number 10 is Gaming Bros with a 16-2 and a 1462. Number 9 is Squeaky Number 1 with a 20-0 and a 1464. Number 8 is Dat Guy Manny with a 32-0 and a 1469. I was right. Cool. Ooh. Number 7 is Ice Dew with a 23-0 and a 1479. Number 6 is Felixer with a 20-0 and a 1481. Number 5 is Darth GOP with a 23-0 and a 1482. Number 4 is Young Silk Champ with a 22-0 and a 1486. Number 3 is Scuttlebug with a 21-0 and a 1488. Number 2 is Jay Rest with a 25-0 and a 1490. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Chomp Champ in the silver tier is Little Frog with a 21-1 and a 1496. Number 20 in your global division silver tier chomp champ is Maniac with a 22-2 and a 1451. Number 19, Rick Splint with a 33-0 and a 1452. Number 18 is Poncho Smash with a 25-0 and a 1452. Number 17, Ben with a 21-0 and a 1452. Number 16, GNR Fan with a 27-1 and a 1454. Number 15 is Face 11180 with a 28-1 and a 1455. Number 14, Last Resort 19 with a 30-2 and a 1458. Number 13, Grevin with a 26-2 and a 1460. Number 12 is Gaming Bros with a 16-2 and a 1462. Number 11 is Simon with a 25-0 and a 1463. Number 10, Squeaky Number 1 with a 20-0 and a 1464. Number 9, Monodeath with a 25-1 and a 1467. Number 8, Dat Guy Manny with a 32-0 and a 1469. Number 7, Ice Dew with a 23-0 and a 1479. Number 6, Felixer with a 20-0 and a 1481. Your top 5 global United States, your global silver tier chomp champs. Number 5, Darth GOP with a 23-0 and a 1482. Number 4, Young Silk Champ with a 22-0 and a 1486. Number 3, Scuttlebug with a 21-0 and a 1488. Number 2, Jay Rest with a 25-0 and a 1490. And number 1 in your silver tier is Little Frog with a 21-1 and a 1496. Now on to your gold tier. If you're gold tier, this is where you'll be. The gold tier is the top of the first half of the leaderboard. So you go bronze, silver, gold. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, diamond, chomp champ. So this is the gold tier. If you guys have a chance to compete, just download Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs for either Steam, Switch, PlayStation, or Xbox, and then you can compete on these boards. They are resetting in a couple days. It doesn't matter what platform you pick, just get up to ranked and you can compete. Just a moment here. Alrighty. Number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division Gold Tier Chomp Champs. Number 20 is Corrupt with a 45-7 and a 1532. Number 19, Renaissance with a 42-1 and a 21-12. I'm sorry, 21-12. Number 18, Night Array with a 31-1 and a 21-17. Number 17, Silent Rob 23 with a 34-0 and a 21-25. Number 16, Zashimi with a 36-1 and a 21-27. Number 15 is Ultimo Fuzzball with a 44-5 and a 21-30. Number 14, Neil Dittmer with a 27-0 and a 21-30. Number 13, Retro P1-Up with a 35-4 and a 21-34. Number 12 is Slick Brick 314 with a 36-1 and a 21-50. Number 11, Frontman Matt with a 43-10 and a 21-59. Number 10 is BBK1RA with a 34-0 and a 21-59. Number 9, Shin Dark Child with a 34-1 and a 21-71. Number 8 is Redacted with a 39-1 and a 21-73. Number 7 is Reaper of Love 23 with a 33-1 and a 21-76. Number 6 is D Money with a 43-0 and a 21-87. Number 5, Alex Q with a 31-1 and a 21-92. Number 4, DSTYM with a 44-1 and a 21-94. Number 3 is Waddy Wreck with a 30-0 and a 22-22. Number 2, Juggalo Devo with a 36-1 and a 22-27. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Gold Tier Chomp Champ is It's the Monkey 420 with a 36-0 and a 22-41. Wrapping up the first half of the leaderboard stuff with the global division of the Chomp Champ Gold Tier. I can't believe they split it down into so many different tiers of leaderboards. It's so good because it gives so many people of different skills able to get recognition in their specific, skill sets, and then still strive for something bigger. You know what I mean? Alright, number 20 in the Global Division Gold Tier. Number 20, Corrupt with a 45-7 and a 15-32. Number 19 is Morris Mundus with a 31-0 and a 21-29. Number 18 is Ultimate Fuzzball with a 44-5 and a 21-30. Number 17, Neil Dittmer with a 27-0 and a 21-30. Number 16, Retro P1-Up with a 35-4 and a 21-42. Number 15, Slick Rick 314 with a 36-1 and a 21-50. Number 14, Frontman Matt with a 43-10 and a 21-59. Also with a 21-59, but with a 34-0 is BBK1RA with a 13th place. Number 12 is Reese with a 33-1 and a 21-65. Number 11 is Shin Dark Child with a 34-1 and a 21-71. Number 10 is Redacted with a 39-1 and a 21-73. Number 9 is Reaper of Love 23 with a 33-1 and a 21-76. Number 8 is D Money with a 43-0 and a 21-87. Number 7 is Alex Q with a 31-1 and a 21-92. Number 6 is JRG with a 33-1 and a 21-94. Number 5 is DSTYM with a 44-1 and a 21-94. Number 4 is KUKURUCHO with a 37-0 and a 21-98. Number 3 is Waddy Wreck with a 30-0 and a 22-22. Number 2 is Juggalo Debo with a 36-1 and a 22-27. And your number 1 Global Division Gold Tier Chomp Champ, the top of the Gold Tier, is It's the Monkey 420 with a 36-0 and a 22-41. The difficulty that you probably have to do to get between a 22-27 and 22-41 is difficult to just place there. So more likely than not, you're looking at your champion of the Gold Tier Global Division. So that'll be the champ of that division. But as we move on, that's the first half. I'm going to play a ranked game, and then we will move into the second half of leaderboards. Also about the same time every time. Was good. All right, so here we go. Let's go into a ranked game. I'm just doing a ranked game here because I'm trying to keep this streak going. I've done a streak every, a game every single day since May 9th. I was doing so many a day to keep pace and to get my record back. Tried to get it back after I got wiped off the leaderboard because of a glitch, then a glitch again. It was such a story to get to be the global champion of this game for Season 1. It wasn't going to be as easy as anybody else is going to have it in Season 2. Season 2 is going to be all about how bad you want to be the champion of Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs, because I wanted it bad enough with a lot of adversity, and if there's all the adversity has been like removed as far as like the board resetting and stuff, unless the coolest thing to me would be if they're not telling me that they're going to either add some of the powers that they took away, because they took away several powers apparently between this game and the Stadia version. So if they reintroduce a new power, that'll be something. If there's different balancing, that'll be something else. If it goes free to play for a weekend on all platforms, that'll be something else. Like, all kinds of things could make it so that the community in the game gets closer to where I want it to be, where obviously I hope that they want it to be. At the end of the day, when people are, poisoning something by saying what it is or what it isn't or what it should be, that's going to make it so people make up their minds sometimes based on what other people say. So to that I say, I wish people would just calm down and enjoy the game for what it is, that if they could have gotten behind it, there could have been like the point where these lobbies are full of 64 other real people and it would have been insane. It's still possible. I have faith. I've asked Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated and Bandai Namco Entertainment America to, send me the ability or let me the ability to be considered a creator on a full scale. We do have press ability now. We have talked to Hero and sent an email about the creator program, and so I've yet to hear back. And it'll be a week. Yeah, it was a week since we sent Monday. Right? No, we sent on Monday. No? No, we sent, yeah. Monday is when I thought we should have heard back, and then now it's Saturday. So I guess if we don't hear anything back on Monday, I'll feel pretty sad about it. Because at least from a corporate standpoint, at least would have liked to have heard back. Like he made me think that he was going to have to send me the link for the creator program, but he also wasn't sure how much they wanted to do with Pac-Man. So not Bandai. He wasn't sure how much Bandai was going to invest in it. So he didn't want to misspeak, and I respect that. It just makes me sad because I put in a lot of time. He didn't acknowledge that we put in the most time as far as he's seen it up in the most. We're playing the 400th. We're on the game for the 400th and 44th hour of my game being live during this. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, we really love Pac-Man and are very blessed and happy to represent him as the champion for Season 1. And it's a matter of technicality. The leaderboard says so many days, so as soon as it rolls over, that'll be what happens, We'll be acknowledged. Like Roman Reigns says, acknowledge me. I've just fought so hard for that acknowledgement, man. Like the leaderboards reset, it made it so meant Daddy Pig was the champion for weeks. I had fought back up. It looks like I was going to be the champion again. Leaderboard got reset again. He wasn't the champion then, but somebody else was. But then the leaderboard got reset again, and I lost my ground again. Like it's insane what happened to us. Like, and then they reinstated some of our score, but not all of our score. But then all of Mint's score, so they were the champion again. But if they would have added all of our score together, we would have been the champ. And so, like, for almost a month out of our reign, when we had the championship, we couldn't even show that we were the champion on the leaderboard. So much stuff. And adversity. And, so if you want to see the story and the heartbreak and all of it, it's on road to #1 in this folder. This is under, so we've streamed all of it for everybody to see. To some people, are just like, this guy obsessed about Pac-Man and blah blah blah, and to other people, they understand that play is more about trying to be the best in the world is something, and it wasn't just for me, it was also for all of our subscribers and people that were caring about what we were doing. Alright, so there it is. There's the W. Nickety schnickety. There it is. Says the leaderboard resets in 2 days, but there we are. For anybody that wants to know why I can say mathematically, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that let's just say that it's really 3 days. Even though it shows 2, I know it's 2. The let's just say it's really 3 days. Let's do the math. If we do 256,822 is our rating, and we subtract the next person's rating, which is global leaderboard. Let's do the global leaderboard. So the next highest person is still the same person behind us, 169,391. Okay, the difference is 87,431. So 87,431. The points that you can get for winning a game is 75 points. The most games that you can play in an hour, if you're playing against bots at the end, which sometimes and mostly you are. So let's say you can do 12 games an hour. Okay, so that we're taking that 87,431 and we're dividing it by that 75 per win. You would have to win 1,165 games to time it. 1,165 games. Yes, you could play 12 an hour if he kept hammering the button and won the game as soon as possible. Hammering the button, win the game as soon as possible. He has to do that. So he can do that to get 12 wins an hour. So we're going to take that 1,165 wins, and we're going to divide between the 12 he can win an hour. He'd have to play for 97 hours. Okay, well 97 hours divided by 24 hours in a day. That's 4 days. Can't do it. It's not possible. Impossible. So to that I say, thank you guys very much for sticking with us as the Vid-Bits, because with the ability for him to play for 4 days with the leaderboard resetting in 2 days, I say from this point I am the uncrowned Chomp champ of Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp champs for season 1, man. And I appreciate you guys. You know, there's just no way, and you can see that we're the Vid-Bits. Bound. We're the Vid-Bits. Bound. We're the Vid-Bits. Bound. We're the Vid-Bits. Bound. Seriously, I'm very thankful, humble, appreciative. The humble is that we had to go through the adversity, guys, just so you know. And I was gonna let it go. Like, I really was. I was gonna let it go. And then I had people that are like, no, you've got to at least fight for the integrity of the leaderboard, because it's one of those things, and then why are you even trying to be on the leaderboard? You know what I mean? So at that point, I really wanted it. I wanted it to happen. And I appreciate every single person that had any sacrifice that they had to make, or anybody around me that felt like they didn't know how to deal with it. The pressure I was putting myself under, I love and appreciate you guys, so thank you so much. That being said, let's go into the second half of the Energizer hour. We are going to throw the shield up for one more time. Let me take a drink of water here as we are going into the platinum tier of the game, and we're going to see the top 20 for them. Alright, guys. Number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division Platinum tier. Number 20, Crazy Thomas Fox with a 42-0 and a 27.66. Number 19, Dat Sonic Boy with a 40-0 and a 27.81. Number 18, Glenn Jammin with a 30-0 and a 27.94. Number 17, Mythic Panda 1 with a 50-2 and a 28.17. Number 16, I'm Shadowfall X with a 43-1 and a 28.20. Number 15, Quaalude Love with a 45-0 and a 28.31. Number 14, NSW with a 46-0 and a 28.39. Number 13, Soul with a 51-1 and a 28.58. Number 12, L. Edgar 007 with a 64 and 10 and a 2860. Number 11, Onslaught Tree with a 44 and 0 and a 2863. Number 10, Matthew with a 45 and 0 and a 2863. Number 9, Flawless Diamond with a 62 and 6 and a 2893. Number 8, Vanilla Rilla with a 43 and 0 and a 2902. Number 7, FER1444GC with a 66 and 9 and a 2918. That is a new name. Number 6, Ray Du Pummel with a 44 and 2 and a 2920. Number 5, Pharaoh 1215 with a 49 and 2 and a 2922. Number 4, Eduardo 57 with a 28 and 2 and a 2922. Number 3, Yankees Elite with 30,000 with a 45 and 0 and a 2944. That's a new name as well. Number 2, Lady T with a 50 and 1 and a 2945. And number 1, San Bruno Jess with a 106 and 5 and a 2957. They are your local United States Eastern Division Platinum Tier Chomp Champ. Okay, now on to the global division of Platinum Tier. This is your top 20 Platinum Tier champions of the world. That's cool because there's some new names in here, some crazy new names going on, some stuff getting thrown around. That's awesome. Some shakeups in the Platinum Tier. In the global, your top 20 globally. In the Platinum Tier, El Edgar 007 with a 64 and 10 and a 2860. Number 19, Piety Man with a 41 and 0 and a 2862. Number 18, Onslaught Tree with a 44 and 0 and a 2863. Number 17, Matthew with a 45 and 0 and a 2863. Number 16, Danny Rogosic with a 44 and 0 and a 2883. Number 15, Flawless Diamond with a 62 and 6 and a 2893. Number 14, Vanilla Rilla with a 43 and 0 and a 2902. Number 13, AKI Tail 2D with a 40 and 0 and a 2905. Number 12 is FER1444GC with a 66 and 9 and a 2918. Number 11 is Ray Du Pummel with a 44 and 2 and a 2920. Number 10, Pharaoh 1215 with a 49 and 2 and a 2922. Number 9, Eduardo 57 with a 48 and 2 and a 2922. Number 8, Yankees Elite 3000 with a 48 and 0 and a 2944. Number 7, Lady T with a 50 and 1 and a 2945. Number 6, San Bruno Jess with a 10 and 0, 106 and 5 and a 2957. Number 5 is Star Ghoul with a 49 and 2 and a 2960. Number 4, Matt with a 46 and 1 and a 2961. Number 3, George Guzman with a 46 and 0 and a 2969. Number 2 is Wolf Elko with a 89 and 13 and a 2994. And your number 1 global division Platinum Tier, so your number 1 globally in the Platinum division is Luigi Chivo with a 74 and 3 and a 2999. Okay. Now we're doing the Diamond Tier. It is the 5th one. It's right underneath Chomp Champ. So Diamond is the top 20 Diamond, and the local United States Eastern Division is first. Okay, number 20 in the local United States Eastern Division Diamond Tier top 20 is Suckwitch with a 103 and 16 and a 3754. Number 19, Raul Duke with a 66 and 0 and a 3765. Number 18, Bagels with a 63 and 1 and a 3768. Number 17, Ryan with a 59 and 1 and a 3776. Also with a 3776 is number 16, I Am Kings with a 59 and 1. And number 15 is Rod Digga with a 47 and 4 and a 3813. Number 14, Busta Blue 0052 with a 62 and 0 and a 3831. Number 13 is DJ Black Magic with a 54 and 0 and a 3836. Number 12 is Salty Bacca 78 with a 59 and 15. I'm sorry, 39 and 15 with a 3840. number 12. Number 11 is Wildcat with a 54-1 and a 38-48. Number 10, Shelm 789 with a 109-3 and a 38-48. Number 9, Fearless Reptile with a 51-0 and a 38-60. Number 8, Killtow with a 70-5 and a 38-69. Number 7 is Lefty with a 65-4 and a 38-74. Number 6 is Baby Ball with a 64-3 and a 38-92. Number 5 is Skillet with a 57-0 and a 39-10. Number 4 is Bam with a 56-2 and a 39-22. Number 3 is Zero Cool WIV with a 62-1 and a 39-53. Number 2 is Diddy Daddy with a 56-0 and a 39-56. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Diamond Tier Chomp Champ is Sick Comedy 34 with a 61-0 and a 39-96. Moving on globally to your global diamond tier, so the top 20 diamond tier, so the top 20 in the world in the diamond tier, which is the tier right under the master tier of Chomp Champ. Alright, here we go. So globally, here we go, the top 20 Chomp Champs in the diamond tier. Number 20, Bagels with a 63-1 and a 37-68. Number 19, Ryan with a 59-1 and a 37-76. Number 18, I'm Kings with a 59-1 and a 37-76 as well. Number 17, Rod Digga with a 57-4 and a 38-13. Number 16, Busta Blue 0052 with a 62-0 and a 38-31. Number 15 is DJ Black Magic with a 54-0 and a 38-36. Number 14, Salty Baka 78 with a 93-15 and a 38-40. Number 13 is Wildcat with a 54-1 and a 38-48. Number 12, Shelm 789 with a 109-3 and a 78-48 as well. Number 11 is Twisted Souls 202 with a 57-0 and a 38-57. Number 10 is Fearless Reptile with a 51-0 and a 38-60. Number 9, Killtow with a 70-5 and a 38-79. Number 8 is Lefty with a 65-4 and a 38-74. Number 7 is Baby Ball with a 64-3 and a 38-92. Number 6 is Skillet with a 57-0 and a 39-10. Number 5 is Bam with a 56-2 and a 39-22. Number 4 is Arctic Monkey with a 67-2 and a 39-22. Number 3 is Zero Cool WIV with a 62-1 and a 39-53. Number 2 is Diddy Daddy with a 56-0 and a 39-56. And your number 1 globally diamond champ is Sick Comedy 34 with a 61-0 and a 39-96. They are globally the best in the diamond tier. They are the diamond tier Chomp Champ. So, you know, if somebody has 2 days to try to knock them off. If not, they're going to be the one that is going to be locked in as the one globally as the diamond tier Chomp Champ. So far, the ones that are locked in globally, for global, the Chomp Champs of all the different divisions, these are who are the champions as far as the game is concerned. And if they were handing out belts right now in 2 days, Nestkill for the bronze, Little Frog for the silver, It's the Monkey 420 for the gold, Luigi Chivo for the platinum, Sick Comedy 34 for the diamond, and we are the one at the top right now. So we're going to call this last tier, but with the surprise that we do, obviously, since it's only 2/3 of the way through the show, before we do the last call down, we switched up real quick. Hopefully I don't have any issues, because yesterday was pretty seamless and I was pretty stoked with how it went. Come on, guy. Today would be the day to have issues with it. Sorry, I apologize. There we go. There we go. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. When we do the rest of this from the other account. Look at that, guys. It's Johnny Monad. Making his way up. So if you don't know about the Johnny Monad account, is what we're doing is we're ranking up as Johnny Monad 777, seeing if we can get him to be number 20 in the Chomp Champ tier before the end of this season, which is 2 days. Right now we're 178. So we have a little bit of work to do, but just for a couple games, I'll just run a couple games with Johnny, and basically, and then at the end, I'll just go through and finish the Chomp Champ tier list off, so it kind of like fills out the rest of the hour. But that's why it's an Energizer hour. There's a lot going on. Kind of been divulging. I've said for a while that I'm also Johnny Monad 777 is a kind of like a rib to let people know ahead of time, but. Yeah, I'm 178 in the local United States Eastern Division, and then also 248 in the world on this account as well. So, got some work to do, but you know, it's possible that before this season resets, I will also be, when I called up for the last time of the season, I'll be, you know, in the top 20 on 2 accounts, globally and locally. It's just a little fun little thing that we do here, you know. I'm the one that's played every game though on the Vid-Bits account, and I've played every game on the Johnny Monad account. It's me, Brian. Braden is also part of this Vid-Bits crew. It's just me and him and the Chief, which is our Siberian Husky, adorable guy, and we just are just a father-son duo trying to do our thing in the community here in YouTube gaming. You can see that we do a lot of content here, a lot of different stuff. Definitely heavily leaning into training for the Nintendo World Championships 2024 compilation for the NES edition that's coming out Thursday, July 18th, and it's going to have a lot of cool mini games, 150 games throughout the 156 games throughout the 13 games represented, and everybody's going to be able to compete in those boards too. So if you like competing in Nintendo games, old school Nintendo games like Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, the Lost Levels, you know, Metroid, Ice Climber, Excite Bike, Donkey Kong, Zelda 1 and 2, Kid Icarus. We also got Balloon Fight and Kirby's Adventure. They all are going to be represented, and it's going to be amazing for people that want to compete against their friends in a co-op couch environment, but also against ghosts of people that have been doing it for years, running those routes the best, optimizing them. There's going to be interviews. You're going to be competing against the best in the world. I'm really excited to see what everybody does with that. So. I wonder if anybody else is in here. No? Nobody else is in here. It's all good. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. If you guys want to see Johnny, I'll be peeling out some late night session with him tonight, really late. Subscribe to Vid-Bits, subscribe to Pops Plays. It's on, I'm going to have to like see if I can, with one hand, also push something that lets you see Pops Plays in the channel. If you like Pac-Man, I'm just going to do like a, yep, boop, that, whatever that garble is. That was what I was able to do with my right hand. Just touch on Pops Plays, subscribe to it. That's where I'm going to be doing a lot of Pac-Man when we can't show all the Pac-Man here. But also, Pac-Man will be here tonight in a late night stream, so I can catch Johnny up and see if I have a shot at getting on the leaderboards with him too. Because I kind of cut it close. I had a lot more time to do it, but after the way that I burnt myself out getting the Pac-Man feat of 4,000 wins by 4th of July, that's also in this folder that you can check out. Everything Road to #1 is just my journey to be the #1 player in the world, and
Now, as the Vid-Bits are going to be locked into the #1 spot, because it would take 4 days of wins continuously to get us knocked off there, and now I did the math. There's only 2 days left of the leaderboard before they change it, so just waiting for them to announce it at this point, guys. Very happy and blessed to be there, so thank you so much to everybody that supported us and believed in us, and high-fived me, and giving me support about it. I love all you guys, so thank you so much. But yeah, we're rocking Johnny Mo now. Where we at now, Johnny? Where we at now, Johnny? Put Johnny in the spot. He's at 176. Johnny Monad. It's a moniker. It's 777 is like my lucky number. Monad. It's just, I don't know. You have to know it, but like Johnny Appleseed though, but also Johnny Arcade from like Video Power back in the day. Okay, Johnny, we're gonna put you on the spot. And, like somebody from the audience would like have to ask him a question about a video game, and he'd have to know it. And if he didn't, like they would get prizes. Like Video Power was so awesome. So it's almost an homage to that too. Oh, I typed out the word B. The F7 Couge is what I typed out with one hand. The F7 Couge, that's right, baby. How much time we have left? We have time for another one, maybe two. Before I have to wrap it up with the rundown of the Chomp Champ tiers of the local United States Eastern and Global divisions. I'm going to find a different way, though, when Season 2 starts to highlight all of the divisions, too, and we'll see how the format evolves. But the goal is to give, maybe somebody else that is going to want to do something that's going to, highlight their own division, their own, local division. But, like, ultimately, we're going to be like the show that focuses on the, trying to show the people that are moving up and stuff. And ultimately, obviously, it's called Chomp Champs, Energizer Hour. Trying to get you guys fired up about the game, man. I mean, I don't care about the negative stuff about it. Nobody better come in here with any of that. I know that there's negative stuff about every game that I've ever played, ever. Even my favorite games, glitches and, delays between that and politics and all that. Just there's no time for that. We're just trying to be happy and love Pac-Man. Show some Pac-Man love. Right now is Johnny Monad, 777, baby. What do you guys think? Is Johnny going to make it? I don't know. I really don't know. It really depends on how I feel. If it becomes really like a hard job for me to get up there, then I probably will feel a little bit differently about it. But, like, I don't know, man. We got a couple days. I can do it. I only want to get to 20th place and sit there. So, we'll see if that's possible.
Alright guys, we're just going to go ahead and finish up with the Chomp Champ tier itself. I thought I had enough time for one more game, but it's okay, no worries. We're going to go in here into the local United States Eastern Division. This is the, let me put the shield up one more time. I appreciate everybody's here. This is the local United States Eastern Division, the top 20 in the local United States Eastern Division, guys. Finishing up the rankings here. Here we go. All right, number 20 is a Mouse with a 373 and 1 and a 26 482. Number 19, Game Ninja with a 125 and 4 and a 26 561. Number 18 is Abishal with a 409 and 12 and a 27 78. Number 17 is David Dow 00 with a 420 and 0 and a 39 48. Number 16 is Sears Days with a 466 and 1 and a 31 680. Number 15 is Nello with a 489 and 1 and a 35 446. Number 14 is Space with a 541 and 0 and a 35 999. Space is awesome. Number 13 is Shiba Inu with a 597 and 11 and a 36 476. Number 12 is Kelly with a 580 and 2 and a 39 477. Number 11 is Sinister Sins with a 693 and 40 and a 42 655. Number 10 is Mothership with a 696 and 4 and a 48 419. Number 9 is Daddy Mark with a 784 and 24 with a 52 312. Number 8 is Sam Hain Witch with a 773 and 4 and a 52 682. Number 7 is Kofi YT with a 830 and 0 and a 61 763. Number 6 is Shanimal with a 1024 and 4 and a 68,550. Number 5 is Wubsy with a 1,272 and 1 and a 71,777. Number 4 is Darkside 214 with a 1,017 and 2 and a 72,796. Number 3 is Try Again with a 2,413 and 30 and a 165,371. Number 2 is Dark Shadow with a 2,392 and 22 and a 169,391. And your number 1 local United States Eastern Division Chomp Champ is the Vid-Bits with a 4,011 and 34 and a 256,822, and we are the reigning defending United States local United States Eastern Division Chomp Champ. But let's move on to the global tier, shall we? That's the end of the show today. Is what we all look forward to, the top 20 in the world. Let's see the top 20 in the world right now in this game. And if you're not in the top 20 in the world, you have approximately 2 days, according to pardon me, in game, to get there. And I suggest, if you really want it, to go for it. You know, you guys, it's attainable to be in some of the leaderboards before I call them for the next couple days, and I know that you guys can do it. So let me take a drink of water real quick, and we're gonna do the top 20 in the world, guys. Top 20 Chomp Champs in the world. Here we go. Top 20 Chomp Champs of the world in the Chomp Champ tier. So top 20 Chomp Champs. And for Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs, number 20, Shiba Inu with a 597 and 11 and a 36,476. Number 19 is Eve Branch with a 538 and 7 and a 36,759. Number 18 is Kelly with a 580 and 2 and a 39,477. Number 17 is Sinister Sins with a 693 and 40 and a 42,655. Number 16, Nowhere Man 66 with a 657 and 4 and a 45,386. Number 15 is Pikissimo with a 694 and 9 and a 46,480. Number 14 is Lucifer Heaven with a 648 and 0 and a 46,903. Number 13, Mothership with a 696 and 4 and a 48,419. Number 12 is Daddy Mark with a 785 and 24 and a 52,387. Number 11 is Sam Hain Witch with a 773 and 4 and a 52,682. Number 10, rusting on your top 10 globally, your top 10 Chomp Champs of the world. Number 10, Adi Ghidorah Sada 007 with a 767 and 8 and a 54,361. Number 9, Kofi YT with an 830 and 0 and a 61,763. Number 8 is Shanimal with a 1,024 and 4 and a 68
550. Number 7 is Wubsy with a 1,272 and 1 and a 71,777. Number 6, Darkside 214 with a 1,017 and 2 and a 72,796. Number 5 is Stammy with a 1,110 and 3 and a 79,676. Number 4 is Mint Daddy Pig with a 1,704 and 6 and a 123,457. Now your bronze placement, your bronze top, in the Chomp Champs, the top 3 in the world. Here's your bronze placement. If there's only 3 in the top of the world, these are the top 3 in this game. Number 3 in your bronze spot. Try again with a 2,413 and 30 win-loss record with a rating of 165,371. Number 2 in your silver slot for Chomp Champ. The silver slot, the number 2 of the world. Dark Shadow with a 2,392 and 22 win-loss record with a 169,391 rating. Now your number 1 in the world, the Vid-Bits, your reigning defending local United States Eastern, local United States, and global Chomp champion, the champion of Season 1, because the next highest person would have to play for 4 continuous days to be able to beat us, and there's only 2 days left on the leaderboard. We have a 4,011 and 34 win-loss record and a staggering 250,000 rating, 256,822. We are also ranking up as Johnny Monad 777, and we are globally 242 and locally 173 in the ratings with that character as well. With that being said, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out for the Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs Energizer Hour. This has been Brian from the Vid-Bits, aka Pops from Pops Plays, and Johnny Monad 777, as you can see, ranking my way up one more time before the season closes out in the next couple days. Until then, stay in the mazes and do amazing things, guys. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully, you guys are ranking up, and we'll see you on the rest of Season 1, but also for Season 2. Until then, see you ready for some more Vid-Bits programming. We'll be hanging out with you doing some different stuff here in a couple hours. So, thank you so much, guys. Till then, it's been Brian. Peace.